What if I told you that your advertising is working too well and that's costing you money? If you have hundreds or thousands of people visiting your website but zero sales, stop tweaking your targeting immediately. Your problem isn't who you are attracting, but what happens the second they click. Today, I'm going to show you the silent killer of conversions that 94% of e-commerce stores, Shopify stores, ignore while burning through their advertising budget. I'm Tomáš Černovský. Want the secrets behind profitable $50 million in client revenue? Watch and test my daily tips until June 2026. I guarantee you will master online marketing better than 99% of companies and make serious money doing that. So guys, right now you are with my magic. Yes, you are with my magic. There you go. Everything is working because I was recording previously and nothing was here. So I'm recording it for the second time. So there you go. The first thing that usually people or e-commerce stores, Shopify stores owners think when they have decent amount of clicks through campaigns on Meta, for example, or on Google, it doesn't matter in online marketing. And they do have decent CPC, cost per click, CTR, click-through rate, CPM. They spend some money. They have some settings. They test creatives, headlines, text, ad copies, whatever, everything they do. And then basically the user will land on the website, on the e-commerce stores, and there are zero sales or single digits or very low number of sales. They usually think it's the marketing. And I will tell you, usually it is not. Because unless you have a terrible setup, unless you did a terrible job with the setup and you have everything wrong, it should not be marketing. So if you do correct optimization, correct testing targeting options, correct campaign objective, conversion event optimization, you have the proper campaign setup, you have the proper ad sets and also ad setup, you have proper ad copy, creatives, banners, videos, dynamic campaigns, then if you still run those campaigns and you have clicks and zero sales, most likely it is not marketing. And I will tell you what it is because I have a couple of issues or problems or tips for you so you can fix it. So mismatched expectations. So this is very common silent killer, conversion killer. So expectations, guys. Remember when you had some expectations when you were dating a girl or a guy you met on Tinder or online, you have some expectations and you went on your date and there you go. Expectations were very different from what you saw or heard or whatever the discussion were, That's very similar. So people basically see ad that promises a specific thing. For example, red sneakers 20% off. But the link leads to a generic homepage or a category. So homepage or category page of all shoes. Users are lazy, impatient, and won't search for what caught their eye. You know what? I will tell you. They leave. That's what happens, guys. People are, in these days, they are lazy and impatient. They want, scroll through 150 products and find those red sneakers or red shoes. They won't do it. They won't do it. Second one is visual disconnect. So the ad looks high-end and modern, let's say luxurious. Let's call it like that. But the website feels outdated and untrustworthy. The shock causes an immediate exit, which is bounce rate, a high bounce rate, which is they left again. So you don't want to do any of these. Second, landing page issues. The most common issues with landing pages or issue with landing pages is that the site takes longer than 3 seconds to fully load, especially on mobile. 3 seconds. You lose up to 50% of users before they even see the site. The click counts in the ads manager, you pay for it in the Google Ads Manager, for example, but the session often doesn't, because they will basically see a black or white page, nothing is happening, 3 seconds, sorry, went off. They might try it again, so they will cost you even more money. And if it's not there yet, because they are maybe on 3G or 4G, not on 5G, it's loading slowly. You have really a huge site, you have bad optimization, whatever, and then the speed is low and it takes for ages to load your page. And people, as mentioned in the previous point, they are lazy and impatient. They won't stick around, wait for your site to load in 10 seconds. It does not happen in this day and age. And before we dive into other topics, other tips and tricks and failures in terms of not having sales, I highly encourage you and I appreciate you guys subscribing to this channel, clicking on the bell icon, and also clicking on the like button to support this video, because we are literally building one of the biggest online marketing channels out there. I know we are at 6 subscribers. It's not a lot, guys, but we are really doing that. I can't pull this one myself. It's too big of a task, but with your help, with your support, we can certainly do it and we can certainly make it happen. And it would be one of my biggest goals, because online marketing is at my heart. I do love it. I do it every single day, 12 plus years. I really love it. I think it's one of the best overall categories and industries that you can be in. And if you would like to watch and learn online marketing from those that are actually doing that, not some theoretical people that are basically reading books about it and then producing some content, but from people that are actually doing that, this is the channel you should be subscribing for. So thank you very much for watching, and back to the topic. So there we go. Yes, still working. Great. So then we have Unclear CTA, which stands for call to action. I bet you do know it right now. The user arrives but doesn't know immediately what to do, because the buy or inquire button is buried below the fold or blends into the background. So CTA is bad, or is not visible, or is somewhere else below the fold, and people are again impatient. They won't look around, they won't spend 60 plus seconds on your on your website. They will basically leave. Mobile usability, guys. 90% of social media ads are viewed on mobile. Is your site truly mobile first? Is it? That's the question. Because if it's not, bad thing for you guys. People will leave again. People do leave. They won't tell you. They won't ask you. It's it's effort from their side. It's time from their side. They will just leave, and that's it. So does a newsletter pop-up block the buy button on your e-commerce store? It might be, and if it does, that's a really bad thing. You should fix this one ASAP. Then we go on the third batch of tips and tricks and failures. Shipping costs. This is a frequent reason, guys. If the user only discovers the shipping cost at the very last step and it's high, I don't know, maybe it's $30 or $20, I don't know what's high in your country in the comparison with your competitors, they will basically again leave. So don't do it. Don't surprise them with this bad surprise at the end of their customer journey, buying journey. Price versus value. Maybe the product is too expensive compared to the competition. Users often open 3 tabs. So they see ads, they see your ad on Meta, they click on it, they see the product is interesting, they go to Google or AI, they found out other competitors, they click and open other tabs, they compare, and then they do the initial buy. If they are satisfied with the presentation, with the detail page, with the information, with all that, they can do click on the buy. But, and that's the big but, guys, you need to provide the biggest or the highest value for the best possible price in the comparison with your competitors. If you do have lowest value and your price is the same as the competitors, nobody will buy from you. If your value is lowest and your price is again lowest, you might have a chance. But if you have lowest value and the highest price, no chance. So you need to have really highest value, just run with the value, and then aim for, second cheapest or the cheapest, or slightly more expensive than, all these of your competitors, but provide a huge value, guys. You need to have a huge value. Everything is about value. There is no cheap or expensive. There's only value. If you have huge value, then you can be most expensive and people will still buy from you. Not the same people that will buy from the competitors. You will have different target audience, but there will be somebody that will buy from you. That's for sure. Hidden costs. Usual mistake. Wet packaging. Other fees not mentioned in the ad, maybe payment processing fee, I don't know, something like that. So you basically see an ad for $100, thing, red sneakers, for example, after $20 off, 20% off or $20. I don't know what was the one. What was the thing that we discussed at the beginning? I have it here, 20% off. So you have $100. You land on the page, you have the product page, you see it, you are, amazed with the information, with the design, you pick the right size for you, you are ready to buy it, you go buy it, you add it to cart, you see the cart, you add your information, whatever, and then you land on the last page and it will say $30 shipping nationwide, and, for example, packaging, $13, there you go, and $4, payment. So right now you are sitting at 147 USD instead of 100. And that, guys, will do the thing that you already know. They will leave out of the checkout page or the cart. So that's the thing that you need to solve and you need to do better. Because if you do that, if you surprise them with this bad surprise at the end page, at the end of the buying process of the product, they won't be happy. And if they are not happy, if they don't have the smile on their face, they won't buy it and they will leave. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, also click on the bell icon so you won't miss any future online marketing videos. Thank you very much. Highly appreciate it. We are literally building one of the biggest online marketing channels out there, and it's gonna happen. I know we are at six subscribers, but it's gonna happen and it will go. Thank you. Thank you for the support, guys. It means the world to me. Definitely don't forget to check this video out. It's a really good one. And I will see you guys tomorrow with the next one. Cheers.